I'm going to show you how to make the Easter treat bag by Kreative Kiwi. I'm going to be doing the lamb out of the set. For this I'm going to be using a 5x7 hoop, 2 layers of wash away stabilizer per hooping, and there will be 2 hoopings, a selection of threads with matching bobbins, some masking tape, my T-pins, squizzers, and my felt and batting cut to size. And I've also fashioned a shoulder strap out of bias binding to attach to it as well. You'll find a link to this design in the video description below, and if you would like to win Kreative Kiwi loyalty points to the value of this design, then just keep on watching, as details will be given further on in the video. We're going to start off by hooping our 2 layers of wash away stabilizer. So place your stabilizer over the outer frame. Insert the inside one, and then we're going to pin around the edge of our hoop, and that's going to prevent the stabilizer being pulled down between the 2 hoop frames. So take your pin, rest it on the inside frame, push it through your stabilizer, bring it back through, and that will anchor it. You're going to do that on all 4 sides, and the larger your hoop, the more pins you will use. And your hoop's now ready to use. Load file 5x7 lamb into your machine along with a neutral thread colour. Now there's 2 versions of each character. There's one that's got straight line quilting on the bag, and the other one's got circles. And I'm going with the straight lines. Then you're going to pop a neutral bobbin and thread colour into your machine. I'm going to be using a hot pink one so that you can see what I'm doing, but you're going to want to use something probably a little bit tamer than that. Then pop your hoop into your machine and stitch round number 1, and that's going to give you your placement outline for your batting. We're going to place our felt on the back of the hoop, so turn your hoop over and place it over the outline and tape it in place. Then we're going to place our strap, and we're going to place it over this area here, but we need to fold it back, and you only have to do this for the lamb. You don't have to do the folding back for the other characters, and then tape it in place. Then you're going to place your front fabric over the top and tape that in place as well. With your neutral thread colour loaded into your machine still, pop your hoop in and stitch round number 2, and that's going to secure the felt and the strap in place. And I'm going with white this time because any stitching that goes onto the felt now is going to show. Load your matching bobbin and thread colour for the quilting of the bag front into your machine. Load your matching bobbin and thread colour for the quilting on the bag into your machine, and then stitch round number 3. And I'm going with hot pink. Load your matching bobbin and thread colour for the white of the eyes on the lamb into your machine, and then stitch round number 4. And I'm going with white, of course. Load your matching bobbin and thread colour for the black of the eyes into your machine and then stitch round number 5. Load your matching bobbin and thread colour for the nose and mouth into your machine and then stitch round number 6, and I'm going with light pink. Load your matching bobbin and thread colour for the lamb detail into your machine and then stitch round number 7, and I'm going with a very pale grey. Next, we're going to free our work from the hoop and trim everything up, but I'm going to do that in reverse order. So I'm going to do the trimming first and then free my work from the hoop, because I think it will be quite easy or easier to cut around the edge without cutting any stitches. So I'm going to start on the back as always, and I'm going to trim close to the stitch line. When you cut around here, take care not to cut your strap off. I've got an oops moment. When I folded my strap back, I didn't pull it far enough up here. I think, to be quite truthful, my strap was a little bit big. I should have folded it over, stitched down the middle and had a thinner strap. So I'm going to trim around there to free the strap, and I'm going to add it on in the next hooping. That way I still got my strap, but I don't have to worry about this. Okay, so after having unpicked this area here, what I've decided to do is just to restitch the quilting over this little bit here. So I've pulled my strap up and I've loaded I've loaded colour 3 into my machine, and as it starts stitching here, I'm going to stop it once it gets to there, and it will be fixed. So I'm now going to stitch this little bit in round 3. Okay, so there's the stitching all repaired. I'm really pleased that I decided to trim up first before freeing it from the hoop, because had I cut it all out, I wouldn't have been able to sort this little problem here out. So it's worked out really well. Maybe it's an idea to do that yourself. Up to you though. Okay, so let's free our work from the hoop. So turn your hoop over and cut around the edge of your work, taking care not to cut anything else. And after all that, I'm taking care not to cut my strap off either. And that's our first hooping completed, and we can set our work aside for the minute. This is the second hooping. I've loaded file 5x7 PLP into my machine, along with my hot pink bobbin and thread colour. Hoop and pin your 2 layers of wash away stabiliser as before. Pop your hoop into your machine and stitch round number 1, and that's going to give you your placement outline for your felt. Before we place our felt for the front of the pocket, we're going to add our strap. So make sure that it's facing the right way, and then place it over the outline and tape it in place. Then we're going to place our felt over the top and tape it in place. Pop your hoop into your machine and stitch round number 2 to secure them. Load your thread colour for the quilting on the front of the pocket into your machine, and then stitch round number 3. And I'm going with hot pink. Okay, so it's competition time. If you would like to win Kreative Kiwi loyalty points to the value of this design, like, subscribe and share this video, and tell me which animal signifies Easter the most for you. This competition will close at 6 p.m. Central European Time +2 on Sunday the 27th of April, and a winner will be picked at random from all the valid entries, so be sure to check back and see if it's you. Good luck and thanks for taking part. Load your thread colour for the word happy into your machine, and then stitch round number 4, and I'm going with bright green. Load your thread colour for the word Easter into your machine, and then stitch round number 5, and I'm staying with the green. We're now going to add the backing to the pocket, so turn your hoop over. Let's just trim up these little tails a bit. Place your felt over the outline and tape it in place. Pop your hoop into your machine and stitch round number 6 to secure it. And I'm going with white just for this. Trim away the excess felt from both back and front of your hoop. So turn your hoop over and take care not to cut any stitches. So next we're going to put the two pieces together. So I'm just going to unclip this. Okay. So we're going to match up the stitch lines and tape everything in place. And we're going to pop our hoop into our machine and stitch round number 7, and that's going to stitch down here and join this the two sides together. Next we're going to stitch round number 8, and that's going to join these two sides. We're now going to stitch round number 9, and that's going to stitch along the bottom here and join the two segments together. We're now going to free our work from the hoop. I'm just going to remove the pin that I had holding that flat. Okay, so turn your hoop over, cut around the edge of your segment to free your work, taking care not to cut anything else underneath your hoop. Okay, so you're going to stitch your corners on your sewing machine, and you want to pinch them in and then stitch straight along there on both sides. I'm going to put a clip in there just to hold that. I'm just pinching and matching up the seams. So I'm going to go and stitch that. I'm only going to stitch 2 straight lines there, and then I will show you the finished treat bag. Okay, so I've stitched along here. I just went up and down 3 times so that it's the seams nice and firm, the same as what happened on the sides when it was in your machine. And all that remains now is to turn it out the right way. So let's turn it over. Push out our corners. And there's our cute little lamb Easter bag. I hope you enjoyed this stitch along. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified of new videos as soon as they're published. Do pop along to Creative Kiwi's Facebook group. There's always lots of ideas, help and inspiration there for everybody. And thank you very much for joining me. You'll find a link to this design in the video description below, along with lots of other things such as where I get my supplies and some discount codes for you as well. Take care, and I'll see you next time.